Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hacienda's Kitchen. Ruud here. Today we're making something delicious. We are making chicken liver pate. And it's going to be a good stuff. We got some French bread rising in the oven and it's going to be delicious. What we're going to start out here with, what I have here, is a container of goose fat. Last time we roasted a goose, all the fat that had drained off, I saved, I skimmed, and we're going to use it. It's good stuff. And if you've never eaten goose fat or saved it, you're in for a treat because it makes the best French fries in the whole wide world. I pulled it out from the freezer last night to thaw, and I can refreeze it once it's done. It gives you the crispiest, nicest, brownest French fries that taste so good you're not going to believe it. If you don't have goose fat, you can use butter. Duck fat is also a good ingredient to use, but I realize that not many people do this. But once you try them French fries in the goose fat, next time you go buy a goose for the Christmas dinner, you'll be not only looking forward to that roast goose, you'll be looking forward to those French fries too. Okay, so once that heats up, I got it over medium heat. I got about a generous cup of chopped up green onions. You can use shallots or you could use regular onion if you want. And what we're going to do here when the goose fat melts, we are going to saute them very nicely. The onions have been cooking for a few minutes over medium-low heat, and once these are starting to get translucent, what I have here is about a quarter cup of chicken hearts. These are optional. Alright, they've been a total in here for about 4 minutes, maybe 5, and we're fixing to pull them off with a slotted spoon. And I'm going to put them in this container because we want to save the goose fat because we're going to cook the livers in there. And I just want to point out at the goose fat, you see how snow white it is, how clear, how beautifully clean it is. It gives such a clean goose-like taste. And I can smell it in here. Oh, it's delicious. But it's very, very mild. Anyway, so before the onions start to caramelize, we're going to remove them and just set them off on a container on the side. Okay, if you can't get all the bits out of the pan, that's fine. Now what we're going to do, we're going to add the livers. And I got about 1.5 pounds, 1.75 pounds. Okay, the livers are almost done. So at this point what I'm going to do is add about a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to mix it together. Then I'm going to put it into the stainless steel pan to cool down for a while we do the next step. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to take some brandy. You can use port wine or Madeira if you like it a little sweet. I don't, so we're going to add about a quarter cup, a third cup of brandy, and we're going to simmer it down a little bit till it concentrates, and then we're going to scrape that and use that delicious concentrated liquid over top of the meat. Okay, we reduced the brandy to about a third of its quantity, and what I have in here is a half teaspoon of pepper, half teaspoon of nutmeg, and about a teaspoon of dried sage from the herb garden that we're going to put in there. And we already added a teaspoon of salt. And here are the onions and the hearts that we cooked up. We're going to add that. And now we're going to stir this together. And we're going to put it into the Cuisinart food processor to blend into the pate itself. Oh, one other thing. When it gets blended in the Cuisinart, we also have 2 hard-boiled eggs that we're going to add in sequence as it blends up to help give it the texture and the smoothness. Now that we got the first batch in the Cuisinart, we'll start pulsing it. Now that everything's blended up, we're I did it in 2 batches. We're just going to stir everything together so it gets all smoothly incorporated. And then we will put it into the mold and put it into the fridge to chill overnight. It smells delicious too. Right. What we're going to do here, we got quite a bit of pate. We're going to put some of it in the serving bowl. Now you can serve it two ways. You can either place it out there and have your guests dip it out of the plate. But if you're having a buffet or several people out and you want to invert it over a bed of lettuce and have a nice mold, you want to shoot your container, your mold, with some pan spray or line it with some saran wrap and shoot that too, so you can tip it over and have it molded. But it's just me, Mrs. Rivet, and the cats, and so we're just going to put it in a bowl. Since that's quite a bit, I'm going to put the remainder in this Tupperware container, and I'm going to freeze it. And so that way, you know, we can slice off a chunk and have pate when we want. So we'll start by doing this. And once we get it down there firmly and all nice, it's going in the fridge overnight. And tomorrow we'll show you the deliciousness of this pate spread over some nice homemade French bread that Mrs. Rivet's doing right now. And explain to you how wonderful this tastes. And you see how easy it is to make? You don't have to pay big bucks at the grocery store or the deli for it, and you don't have to feel that you know, it's something you can't do at home. You saw me whip it up, 30 minutes max. Okay, here we go. The next day, out of the fridge, we got some sliced homemade baguettes. We've got the pate decorated with some chopped parsley and a bowl, and we've got the knife to cut it with. Okay. Oh, this spreads so nicely. And you can see the little pieces of the onion in there. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh my goodness. That is so meaty, so chickeny. Oh. I've made it with butter before, but using the goose fat really gives it a much meatier, richer flavor. This is outstanding and so easy to make. It's really impressive. It is so tasty. It'll make your guests think you spent all day in the kitchen. It's that good. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you like it. I hope you try it. And if you feel the urge, get a goose this holiday. Roast it and save that fat.
Mon amour est infernal, là où l'on cherche le bien, on y trouve le mal. Oui, mais mon amour